All right, welcome everybody. I guess it's already 4 minutes past, so we're gonna go ahead and get started and admit people when they come in, okay? Thank you for attending. We are recording this so we could email it to everyone who's not here. So I would like for everyone to say something about themselves so others will know you. I know some of you had already attended before, but thank you for coming back. All right, let's start with Layla. Can you unmute, please, and tell us something about yourself?
Hi, Ma'am
Hello.
Merlina. Good
Hi.
evening.
Yes.
I am Leila Saban from Garita Elementary School, Iloilo, and I am a teacher for 17 years.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Yes. 17 years. What area?
I am a BS Agriculture,
Okay.
Agricultural Education graduate, and I have already, ma'am, an interview last Monday.
Why? With whom?
But
Brinkley?
I yes, ma'am. I'm so excited about my interview that sometimes, ma'am, I can't hear. I just don't know what is coming out of my mouth. But I hope that Dr.
Who?
Pool and the rest of the teams are listening and smiling on my answer. And my only concern, ma'am, is I have not yet received any reply if they gonna push through with me or not.
You have to give them at least two weeks because they continue to interview. They're interviewing so many positions, and they only know the hiring anyway once a month because they have that school board meeting. So don't expect like it just suddenly you will know. Some of them will give you an answer immediately, but since they already had their meeting that hired people, so the next one will be, like the beginning of the next month maybe. So, but sometimes they will go ahead and tell you. But the advantage for you is that they don't have very many applicants for agriculture. So I really have high hopes for you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am,
Yeah.
and I'm so very grateful that Dr. Pool is so impressed about my
Resume. Extracurricular.
extracurricular activity, that is badminton, because I'm so hopeful that she will push through me, because she said that I am a very good what is this uh item for their school, because I am a sports minded person, and she said that I can help some of the teachers there for their exercises with the
Yeah,
badminton.
that's promising. You're a great asset to their school, right? Did she use the word
Yes, ma'am.
asset? Yeah, I figured she might. Yeah. All right. Congratulations for the interview, and I hope you do hear good news. Let me know when you do. Okay. Well, thank
Yes,
you for the
ma'am.
update. Okay, Leo.
Thank you
All right,
also
thank
very much.
you, and welcome the ones that I just came in. I think there's Christine and others that came in since we started. And all right, let's go with Leo. Do you want to come in? I don't see your face though. Okay, there you go. There you are. Do you want to tell us more? Remind everyone about a little bit about yourself, please, and tell us an update if you have had an interview or not.
Good day, everyone. So my name is Leo PJ Arevelo. I am a teacher in Cebu City, Basak Community High School. And so far, ma'am, wala, ma'am. I have not
Yeah.
received
You might want to
any.
double check your cover letter. Make sure your cover letter is you did not just went on like maybe half a page or so, and it's really concise. And also check what you have on my file. Do I have at least letters? Those letters of recommendations are really helpful. So if you don't have that, you need to make sure you send it to me, because it seems like those that have those have been getting interviews. Okay. So
Yes.
important that I think that those are the three things that they're really looking: cover letter, the resume, and then your letters of recommendations. So because they read what the others are saying about you because they don't know you. And they, you know, I was flattered that most of them said, Merlina, if you recommend them, if they're on your list, then we believe in them. You know, we're gonna, you know, we trust your judgment or something like that. So I've been told that by at least 5 superintendents lately. So that's good. It's a good thing. So I'm hoping, what is your area again, Leo?
English, ma'am.
English. Okay. How many years of experience?
8 years
8 years. Okay.
teaching already, ma'am.
When you do your interview, though, your background is still so busy. You might want to, I don't know what it is on behind you. I don't know what's in the, you might want to cover that or whatever, or move your camera where you just see the blank. Okay, just a suggestion, just a tip.
Okay, ma'am.
It's just that I couldn't concentrate on what you're saying because I was looking at your background. And you don't want your interviewers to feel that way, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I will prepare.
Yeah, just prepare, make sure it's just plain. You don't want to distract them. You want them to pay attention to what you're saying, okay? All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, no problem. Hi, Jessica, you want to talk to us? Yes, Jessica. Can you hear us? Let me see. You're not muted. Jessica, do you have a sound? Leslie. Jessica? We can't hear you right now. Okay, there you go.
Oh, ma'am.
Okay, there you go. Hello. Yeah, tell us about you. I love your background. Love the green.
Thank you. So good evening, everyone. Good evening, Ma'am Merlina. I am Jessica Katid from Basay, Negros Oriental, Philippines.
Okay.
I have been teaching for over almost 5 years now. I am a 7th grade English teacher in my school. I started off as a substitute teacher and then got offered by the principal with a permanent teaching position in the school where I am in. And over my almost 5 years of teaching experience, I have been the English coordinator for the school for 2 consecutive school years. I was also one of the teacher broadcasters. The teacher anchors in our school, and also the division self-learning module writers in the division in the district where I am in.
Very good. Those are things that you should mention in your introduction of yourself. And yeah, you included everything. You might want to include also what you finished, like if you have a master's degree or whatever, and also your extracurricular activities. That you're very fluent, that's good. And it's very good that you mentioned that you were substituting and then you became a permanent, because that says a lot about them liking you, and also your leadership positions. Those are great things to mention. Okay, and you might want to end at the end like that, you know, thank you for the opportunity, you know, to interview me, and also I want to go to the US because I wanted to teach in the US because, and mention something about professional growth or something like that. Okay, or cultural experiences, whatever you want to say. All right, because I think that sounds really good. Do you have any questions so far before I move on?
None so far, ma'am.
Okay, just feel free to add to question. I'm gonna just go with everybody. I want everyone to be recorded again who you are, because sometimes I would review it. Like yesterday, I was chatting back and forth with this superintendent from Augusta, Kathy Tanner. And she was really asking me for specific names. And of course, the ones that I would mention would be the ones that I have talked to like this, because I would review that video. And I would say, oh yeah, I remember that, you know, the teacher, she was very fluent. She was, you know, I would be able to say some comments and specific details about you. So yeah, thank you for attending, okay?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
No problem. Who else, who wants to volunteer next? I don't want to leave anybody out. Make sure you record it today. Make sure that I know who you are, and, you know, say something about yourself that you have not said before. Ria, you want to do, Ria, I told you in an email that I did recommend you to somebody.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, or good evening, everyone, and good morning, Dr. Merlina.
Your lighting is not very good. Somehow you're kind of dark. I don't know, understand, right? You're.
I think so, too.
Yeah, you're dark. Do you have any light there you can turn on?
It's already turned on.
Oh, okay, that's okay. You must have a little darkened area then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So I just sent Superintendent Kathy Tanner my resume and cover letter, ma'am.
Okay. Did she contact you?
And not yet, because I just submitted it a while ago.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay.
Thank you
Well,
for
that's good.
recommending, or thank you for mentioning me to her, Dr.
Yeah, I was
Merlina.
impressed with our last meeting with you, and I told her that. And so those are things that help you get interviews, because if I remembered you, I kind of would, share some details that they want to know more about you. And so I remembered, the things that you said. So yeah, welcome back. Thanks for attending. All right, next, who wants to go next? You can either call, will you help me call the next person, please? Ria?
I call Van.
Okay, Van. Van is
Van.
new. Go ahead, Van.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Van. Do I have your resume and cover letter?
Yes, I already sent you
Okay.
that.
Try to do that. It's just my last name, McCullough@gmail. It's my last name, first name with no dot, McCulloughMerlina@gmail.com. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see how it's spelled under my picture. Okay, go ahead and tell us
Yes.
about yourself, please, Van. I thought it's a male because of the word Van. Okay.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I am Vanessa Salcedo. I teach skills that last a lifetime. After graduated a bachelor in elementary education here in one of the most prestigious school in the Philippines, I took the board exam and I passed it. And then I went to Manila, and then I applied for, in St. Paul College of Makati. Then I taught preschool. There I enjoyed facilitating student learning and helping students to learn while enjoying the lesson. For me to be more knowledgeable and confident, I took master's degree major in early childhood education at US Visayas State University here in Iloilo, Philippines. Excuse me.
Okay.
I have 11 years of teaching experience, and presently I am a kindergarten teacher here in the Department of Education here in Iloilo. I am a positive person who has an enthusiastic outlook in life, and I love my job, and I get great sense of achievement from seeing my students develop and grow as an individual. So if I can have a positive impact to my student, I'm always grateful and happy for it. What else? I want to teach America because I want to explore the world of education, to experience other culture at the same time, to have more experience with regards to education and teaching other children.
Okay. Yeah, you did. You might not want to go over like you graduated, all that. You just say I graduated with this degree and I'm working, or I have finished my whatever degree, your MS, your master's degree in early childhood. I wish you chose another field of having a master's, because you already have a BS in early childhood. It's always a good idea to change your master's to something else, and that will give you other opportunities for jobs. That's just a good advice to people who have not started their master's. Try to pick a different area. You already have your bachelor's in one area. I did like my bachelor in elementary, my master's in curriculum specialist in ed leadership, and I did then my doctorate is in ed leadership. So I kind of vary it, so that way I have all these things that I can do. Just that, of course, you already done it, but I like that you had put some of the things that you're doing with the students as a good detail that you could include. And I love the way that you have included why you want to teach in the US, just so use the word the US instead of America. Yeah, because to me that sounds very like, that's what they say here. So you don't say the America, just say the US. And then also watch your plural, because instead of saying students, you only said student. So that means that you're only impacting one student. So watch those, watch the plurals, okay? Other than that, you did well, okay? Just kind of write, if I were you, I might want to write that script down and kind of memorize it and say it in the mirror in front of your loved ones. That would help a lot, okay? All right,
Okay, Doc.
next.
Thank you.
All right, no problem. Next. You want to call somebody for me? Call someone, anybody.
Okay. I can only see Ma'am Rhea.
Yeah, Rhea already said something. So you might want to push your arrow in the top there so you can see the rest.
Hello, Doc. Hi, Miss
Okay.
Van, my volunteer.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, Eva, here you go, Eva. You're another person that I have recommended to, you should have an interview soon, right?
Yes, ma'am. I am hoping to have it soon, very soon. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Uh-huh.
Let me practice what I have actually written.
Okay, good.
Okay. So, hi, ma'am, Merlina. Good evening, teachers. I'm Eva. I'm Chris' sister who actually is now teaching in JF Wall Elementary School. And I'm also the cousin of Christine who will be teaching in Brinkley. Congratulations.
Mhm.
And let me thank you all first for this opportunity to be interviewed. Thank you very much. Teaching, this has been my passion since a grade 4 pupil. As early as that age, I recognized the joy of making another human being recognize the letter, its sound, and how they make sense when combined with other letters. This has made me excited for this noble profession. So now I have been an English teacher for 4 years, and the journey has been thrilling, educating, and rewarding. I have imparted knowledge and language, literature and literacy to grade 9, grade 10, grade 11, and grade 12 students. I have taught Anglo-American literature in grade 9, world literature in grade 10, reading and writing and oral communication for grade 11 students, and media and information literacy and empowerment technology subjects for grade 12 students. Now, I am preparing my grade 12 students for their career by teaching the subject English for academic and professional purposes. With the inspiration so fresh as I was a grade 4 pupil, I continue to teach with joy, and if given the blessings, it would be fulfilling to be able to share my values and knowledge to your students. Thank you very much and good morning.
Good job. I love that. That's one of my favorite introductions yet. I love that you put like what you're teaching at every grade level, because that shows the different things that you were able to teach. You're very smooth. You're very fluent, which is good. You might want to not say fourth grade pupil. Grade 4 pupil. You might want to say fourth grade student, as a fourth grade student. Yeah, that's how they say it here anyway. So I just kind of want to teach you some things that they would say here. So that way you sound like American already. But I think you have a very good chance because your sister is here already and they are actually already planning for you to room with her. So I know you've got a good chance. Yeah, if you have a relative here, it's always a good, I mean, I'm not saying it's a sure thing because that's not really in my power, it's their power, but it sounds promising anyway. So you just have to let me know when it happens, because then I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you. That's one of the schools, my favorite schools to visit, and I go visit every week. So yeah.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I hope I can pull that off.
Yeah, you will. You will. You just be yourself. You look happy. You look positive. You look like you're excited and passionate about education, and that's what's important. You need to show that. Okay. All right. Just be. I'm telling you, don't fake it. Just be yourself. Be your authentic self. Okay. Now your job is to call the next person, please.
Okay, I think we wish to listen to Miss Neva June.
All right, Miss Neva, thank you.
So good evening, everyone. Good evening, Dr. Merlina. I am Neva June Aiduya, and I graduated Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Biological Sciences, and took up my master's degree at Foundation University majoring in general science. And then I was assigned in Mabinay District 2, and I have been the Science District Coordinator in our district. And last January, I was transferred here in Santa Catalina 2 District, and I am the ESO coordinator in our district. So I am handling 7th grade, 8th, 9th, and 10th grade science in our school. So that's it, Doc.
Okay, and these are all biology. These are all biology that you're teaching at every grade. Or
Science.
do you have a different ones, different area?
Science. Yes, since our curriculum is in a spiral curriculum, Doc.
Okay, you might want to mention that because it's different than here. So just like Eva said, in 7th grade I teach this, in 8th grade I do this. You might want to do that too, so that way they know which branches of science that you are familiar with. That would help you out. Okay. And did you say your degree? You need to include your degree and number years of experience. Did you do that? I was not writing notes. Yeah, make sure you include that. Okay. You include how many years you've taught, and of course you did the grades and the areas. And then what else do you plan to say at the end?
I'm planning to say about my way of teaching for Doc. Since I am handling science, I do believe in experiential learning by David Kolb, in which students learn best when they experience or when they have concrete experience to a certain thing, just like in science. They learn best through actual experiments and actual activities. And therefore, the lessons will most likely retain in their minds, and yes, will retain.
You say be retained. Yeah, will be retained. Yeah. Okay. And make sure that you put an example. After that, it's very generic until you give an example. For example, the last experiment that my students enjoyed was this. And then you can just you can just say, for example, if it was, I don't know, what was your last experiment? Hello, Joy. Yeah. What was your last experiment?
It's about Charles' law, in which you use a simple experiment, which is the plate and the glass, in which the gases or the gas volume will rise up when the temperature rises. Okay. So consequently, yes, Doc.
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
Consequently, Doc, when we lighted the candle, the volume of the gases rise up, and it is evident in the glass that we use.
Okay. And then you go, after doing that, then you say, this is an important lesson because in the real world, they need to know this. You always bring it back to the real world application, for any lesson, not just science, but you always say, you say your example and you say, this is important because, for students to know, because you might want to say that. Okay. Why is that important, that particular lesson? Why do you think that's important?
So particularly, Charles' law is important because it is an implication of other things, such as the incubator podok. It is used in the concept of Charles' law is used in baby's incubator, in which the temperature is kanang ginap. It is
lowered or increased or decreased? Is that the word? Okay.
Other than the incubator, the Charles law is also used in the hot air balloon. The hot air balloon, in which the balloon rises when it is heated. It is because as the temperature rises, the volume also rises. It is the directly proportional relationship between the volume and the temperature.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's what you need to do. But don't explain too much, because in all probability, you're going to have science teachers there. So you're going to be like preaching to the choir type thing. So, but you need to say the application of it. Okay, like the last part, you need to include that. Okay. All right. So in the end, you might want to say why you also want to teach here, teach in the US, and be sure to research about that school. For example, if they schedule an interview with you, that your next step should be to look up their school on their website, Google it, and then read everything there, especially the ones about their board meeting, because then it tells you the history of the school, what they have done. And also any of the news articles, anything that will give you something about their school, especially their mission and vision. Some people would even memorize that if it's short, that way you can include that in your answer. Okay. And then after you do the school, then you also Google the community. So that way you know what that community is. They're going to ask you, how do you know, what do you know about our school? No, you know that Arkansas is in the rural area, or like a province in the Philippines. It's not like, you're not going to expect like skyscrapers and stuff that we see in Manila or Cebu. It's going to be really simple buildings. And I was looking for scrapers when I came here in 87. My husband said, that's like 3 hours away. And yeah, because we live out in the country, everything is still here. It's still modern and all that, but we just don't have the big skyscrapers. Okay. So if you want the skyscrapers and big city, Arkansas is not a good place for you. You might want to, do Texas or Dallas or, but those places are so expensive. Arkansas is one of the cheapest state to live in. So you're going to be able to keep a lot of your money to send to the Philippines or save for yourself. So that's the big, to me, that's one of the biggest advantage to teach in a rural area like Arkansas. Of course, I'm biased to Arkansas. I have to be transparent about that. Okay, so you want to call the next person? Thank you so much. Did an awesome job. Okay, so you want to call the next person for us?
I want to call Ma'am Leslie Cabuenas.
Oh, Leslie, I want to hear from you, girl. I've been talking to Leslie all week. I mean, I've been chatting and been messaging her all week. Tell them about the good news, Leslie.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Doc. I have been officially hired by Barton School District. I just received my job.
Yes.
And
so proud of her.
And I am so thankful to you, Dr. Merlina. There's no secret why am I being hired. It's just because I followed all of the things that you have taught me.
No, you obviously did well on yourself by yourself too. Hang on, let's pause this because my phone is ringing. I forgot to turn it off. And hang on, I keep saying that you need to turn off yours, and here I am. Hang on, let's pause. Talk to each other.
Leslie, congratulations po.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Ang galing-galing niyo.
Hello, teachers. Good evening. I am new here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're new here. Okay. Let's have Leslie finish talking, and then I will go to you next. Okay, Missy. All right.
Yes.
Leslie. So, were you excited how did you hear first that you got the job?
I was emailed last April, Doc, by principal, but I was not really that sure because I have not received the official job offer letter. And I was also emailed by the Lee County, and I really have to decide who should I choose. And after I received as I think the other day, 2 minutes after, I also received the official job offer.
That's a good problem to have two offers. Yeah. So because Barton gave you the job offer first, you accepted it first. I think you made a good job. You did a good decision.
Yeah, Doc. Thank you so much. And by the way, Doc, I have submitted my application. And they told me
you're cutting in and out. I don't know if it's me or you. You're cutting in and out. You're like in and out.
I think it's my signal, Doc.
Okay.
Our internet connection is not that good right now. But I have already finished the application form for the visa sponsor that you have sent to me, and they put me on a standby list.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? If they did that, make sure I'll look for somebody else that will not put you in the standby list. Okay? Because there are others. That's just the one that was recommended by Maria from Brinkley. So I will try to see if I could find somebody that will not put you in the standby list. So, but anyway, because I think visa sponsors have a limit of how many they can do. And so they must have reached their limit already. So, but I would like for someone to really commit the saying, because the school's ready to bring you here already. You know, they were talking to me. In fact, the school actually hired me to help you. I signed a contract with them that I will help you when you get here. I will help you with your visa processing. I will help you get your social security number, your TOEFL test, all these things. I actually had a contract with them that I signed the other day. So you are under my wings, you and Marissa. So hopefully you're in good hands with me. Yeah. So anyway, so they were the ones that actually initiated that, because I said, oh, I'm just, volunteering and helping. So yeah, but we heard that you really were helpful to the other teachers. So we would like to hire you too. And the good thing is they are only about 12 minutes from Helena. And so that's, for when I go to Helena and visit the other 4 teachers, Eva, Chris, Marie Chris and them, they are only 12 minutes from you. So Leslie, if you know them, you're 12 minutes from them. So that's really easy. Like they've got a car now. You could visit each other, pretty easily. So that should be, you should feel the support. And this is what I told the schools, that you might want to hire 2 people at a time. So that way they are there to support each other, because it's going to be very lonely for someone to be there by themselves. So it's nice to have a roommate. And so that's kind of what the hint I've been giving them, because usually they have more than one openings anyway. So it would be nice to have, to hire a couple. And that's what Barton did. They did that on purpose. So you will have a roommate, because I was talking to them about housing. You need to get this housing situation ready for them. And then your transportation to go to school. So they're working on that right now. So, okay. So thank you, Leslie. And who was it? Was
I'm
it
really
Christy?
happy.
Go ahead.
I was really I lost hope already, because they emailed me first week of April, and it's May. It's already May, and I was like, I think they will not hire me anymore. And then when you emailed me, I was really happy. Thank you very much, Doc.
Yeah. Well, but see, what happened is they were lost. They didn't know what to do next, because they have never hired any Filipino or foreign teachers before, they call them. And so when they contacted me, I said, well, have you told them? No. And I said, well, they need to know, because they're going to be hired by somebody else. And so that's when I officially told you. And then I said, you may want to send them an official job letter, job offer letter. That way they know it's really official. And so anyway, so that's what they did. And so, yeah, your superintendent, oh my goodness, that you would feel like family to them. They have I had a superintendent there. He's a guy, Bruce Guthrie, and then his wife is the curriculum person, very loving couple. And then their federal person that writes the check at the school. And anyway, so they were there talking to me, and I just entertained them. We were like laughing and joking and all that. So I had a really, really good impression of them, that I think you would feel like you're going to be very well supported. They're so excited about getting you. So for everyone else, I can't wait for you all to be hired as well. So we've had lots of great news from a lot of people from my list. And so the nice thing about it, if you want to be on my list, make sure you send me at least the cover letter, resume, and 3 letters of recommendation. And then while waiting for your papers, for example, you got hired like Leslie did, you need to be having your transcript evaluated, because that has to be within 6 months. And of course, if you don't have your passport, you need to be starting it now, because that's for 10 years. You need to